What up YouTube? It is your boy All About The Sneakerz back with another unboxing and review video for you guys. Now today, as you can tell from the thumbnail as well as the title of the video, that is correct guys, we are unboxing the Air Jordan 11 Low CMFT Bred. Now, for those of you who may not know, CMFT stands for comfort. So basically with this shoe, they took the Air Jordan 11 silhouette and, well, not quite, but they took some elements from the Air Jordan 11, or at least the look of it, and summed it up or did their own sort of futuristic style to it. Something a little bit different than what we got with the retro that we've all grown to love. That would have made the shoe a lot better if they just gave us a retro 11 that was comfortable. For some reason, that's not what they did. Have no idea. And when I first saw this shoe, I had no idea what was coming. It just kind of popped up. I actually got a notification from Nike, went out and I looked at it and I was like, what the hell is this? What? So yeah, if you're thinking that, you're not the only one. Trust me, I thought the same thing. Now, I've also seen the Air Jordan 1 Comfort, which I actually like because it looks like the Air Jordan 1, but this one for some reason does not look quite like the 11, but it does give you 11 vibes, especially with the patent leather, the ballistic mesh, the colorway as far as it being the Bred colorway, and also even the texture that is on the midsole. It's just missing a lot. But anyways guys, enough rambling about that. If you're new to the channel or if you're not, make sure you smash that like, subscribe, and share button, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date on future release videos. Now comment below and let me know if you guys went after this sneaker or not. If you haven't even seen this or didn't know it was dropping, it's all new to you, comment below and let me know. Also guys, we have a set goal at 2K subscribers by the end of the year. Hopefully we can hit that, and we can do so with you guys' help by sharing, liking, doing all of that good stuff to the videos and the channel, and getting it out there to your family and friends. So I ask you guys will please go ahead and do that now. Pause the video, come back to it, just share it, like it, give a little bit of activity, you know, to get the algorithm going. And I really appreciate that guys, greatly. However, with no further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right guys, so here we have our typical Nike box. This is the box with the Just Do It tape. However, it does have personal information on the other side of the box with the tape, so I'm not going to show that part. I'm showing the bottom of the box right here, but you get the point. And here we have our handy dandy box cutter. Got the blade out, and we'll start by making a cut across the top of the box, actually a side of the box, then making a cut right down the top center of the box, and one more cut on the other side of the box, and voila, we got it open. And let's get the shoebox out. All right, and here we have the shoebox, our typical black Jordan box with the golden Jumpman right on top, smack dab in the center. On one side of the box, we get another golden Jumpman. On the bottom of the box, we get our typical Jordan branding. And on the other side of the box, we get that golden 23 with our size sticker. And the size sticker reads Air Jordan 11 CMFT Low. Colorway is black, white, gem red. This is a men US size 10, personal size for me in the Air Jordan. And the suggested retail value is $120 US. All right guys, so this box is in pretty good shape. As you can see, no bangs or anything like that. Very, very slight crease going across the top, but that's not a big deal at all. Good job on the shipping, good job on the packaging, Nike. Thank you so much. Again, if I haven't mentioned already guys, yes, I did hit on Nike on these, so big ups to Nike for the W. But anyways, the most important thing that I mentioned on the side sticker is the price, and that is incredible guys, incredible price. A lot of people really don't care for this shoe because they say it kind of gives them a Jumpman vibe, not necessarily a Jordan signature or retro shoe. However, it is named a Jordan 11. It doesn't have Jumpman anywhere in the name of the shoe, so it is technically a Jordan signature shoe. It is the 11, just not the 11 we're used to. So on that note guys, it's not a Jumpman again, and to get a Jordan signature shoe or an 11 for $120, hey, I'm taking it all day long. Beats 190, beats 200, beats 220, 225, all of those outrageous prices any day. But anyways, again, enough rambling guys, let's see what we have under the lid. All right, as you can see, we have our typical flip up lid on the box. We do get a little lot number right there. And this is my first time seeing this shoe in hand, guys. I've held onto this probably for about a week now, if not longer. So, hey, it might be a little bit of a wow factor. I've been kind of waiting to see what it looks like. So y'all check it out with me. But as you can see here, we have our standard tissue paper, the white tissue paper with the golden 23s all over it. And let's get the shoe out. And there you have it, guys, the Air Jordan 11 Low CMFT or Comfort Bred. Now let's go ahead and do a quick 360 on the shoe. All right guys, now I'm looking at this shoe in hand with you all right now. First time I've ever even seen this shoe in person. I like it. I'm not gonna lie, I actually like it. I'm not sure how you all feel right now just by looking at it. Again, as you see it right here. But for me, it's a clean sneaker. It's something that I can wear and not feel like, oh my God, I'm tearing up my $200 pair of Breds, because I actually have those as well, a double up at that, and they're both on ice, and they're staying on ice. I don't care who does or doesn't like it, they're staying on ice. Iconic shoe, point blank, bottom line, I'm keeping them. Anyways, let's go ahead and go over this one here in depth. Starting with our outsole, as you can see, we do have a red rubber outsole. It isn't translucent like we would get on a typical Jordan 11, but it is a nice gem red color, very clean. In here on our midsole, we get a white midsole. Now I'm gonna turn down the light a little bit so you can see the texture, because I'm sure it's kind of washing it out. All right, after dimming the light a bit, maybe you guys can see the texture there. You do get these little kind of square type of textures just going on in that foam area, but it is the same foam that we get on the Jordan 11. So yeah, it is that nice pushy soft foam, which I love a lot. And you may even be able to see here, it has nipples on it, just like you would see on the Air Jordan 11. That's what those little kind of pokey things are. They call them nipples, if you were wondering. However, on up to our upper, yes, that patent leather. Got black patent leather here on the upper, very nice, looks just like you would see on a Jordan 11, nothing cheap. However, we do get some breathable holes here, and I'm pretty sure they put that there because on the Air Jordan 11, I know there were some complaints that the shoe gets really hot, not really breathable, especially with that ballistic mesh and the patent leather just covering the shoe a lot. So yeah, this one, a little bit more for letting your foot breathe. I'm not mad at that. I'm not a big fan of the holes, but I'm not mad at the fact that we're getting a comfortable shoe, and we're also getting more comfortability by having a cool foot and not a sweaty foot. On up to this little area right here, this is more of a kind of hard type of mesh feeling, and I believe it's because it has some kind of netting just kind of going over it. It's really hard to see and hard to tell on the video, but it is definitely some mesh material, and it feels like it kind of has like netting sort of paint just going over it, if you guys can see that there. But it also looks very breathable as well, so it should help keep your foot cool if you do get a pair of these. Now on to the leather here. Now this is very, very soft leather, guys. I honestly cannot believe it, especially for the shoe to only be $120, which I believe $120 warrants some nice leather. This is soft, pushy leather. This isn't like something we see on a Jordan 1 mid. This is actually some decent leather, a lot closer to what you would see on an Air Jordan 1 high OG, and I'm not even capping. But right there on that leather, we do get a red painted Jumpman. Now I think it would have been dope if they would have gave us a stitch Jumpman. I understand it's only $120, but at the same time, we do have some sneakers that are in that lower tier range that do get stitching, so why not put a stitch Jumpman right there? I think it'd be very dope, or at least the kind of embossed plastic sort of Jumpman per se, kind of something like they did on the 11 Jubilees where it looks kind of metallic. You know, I think that would have been dope too, but guess I'm not complaining for the price point. However, right here on the leather, as you can see, my pair in particular has a few little glue stains, so I mean, that kind of happens, but I think it's still tacky to have glue all over the shoe. Just put a little bit more care into it, guys, over at Jordan Brand, your warehouses, your factories, wherever these shoes are being made. Have them put a little bit more care. That little bit of glue does shine and reflect, so as you can see right here, and that is an issue in my opinion, but it is minor, so I'm not complaining, just pointing it out. However, on up to the eye stay area, as you can see, we do get some ballistic mesh, and it does feel similar to what's on the Air Jordan 11. I mean, heck, it could be exact. It does feel a little bit different though, almost like it's a little bit more close together on the mesh as far as knitting goes, or as far as how the shoe's put together. I can't really explain it. I'm not a material expert, but it feels a little bit more minor than what we get on the typical Air Jordan 11, but it still does feel very, very nice, and it is ballistic mesh, so it is dope, guys. On up to these eyelets here, we do have a little bit of painted sort of diamond shapes on the eyelets. Get a little close if you can't see that. That's a little bit different than we get on the 11, and then you can also see the eyelid kind of going up and slanting down, up and down in a slant, to where you can kind of see it sticking out up under there. So that's a little bit different look too. It's just not straight up and down like we get on the 11s, and you may notice that here in the video. Now right here on this little piece right here, you get some nubuck. That is the only nubuck that is on the shoe. Not sure why they put that there or why it is in nubuck, but I think they're just expressing all of the different materials that are put into retro Air Jordans. And so I think that may be why they included that there. I could be wrong, but just a good nod at the materials that go into the Air Jordans. Very clean to have that little piece there. I didn't like it at first, but now that I know it's nubuck, I like it. But I just want to point out those little minor differences to separate the shoe from the actual Air Jordan 11 Retro or the OGs that we're used to, but you still get that feel overall. Some people say it's Jumpman-ish. Hey, to me, it looks like a signature Jordan in my opinion. It just looks like something a little bit more, I guess, futuristic or more of a dad type of look. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say this is a dad shoe, but it's more like I've grown up and, you know, I don't have to have every retro. I'm looking for more comfortability. That's the vibe I get when I look at this shoe. But guys, that pretty much wraps up the lateral side of the shoe. Moving along and onto the medial side, we get a very similar look, just not quite. It does have a little bit of a different shape, and you see that the patent leather does not wrap all the way around the shoe like you would get on the Air Jordan 11. We also got that on the lateral side. I didn't mention that, but it stops even further on the medial side. It just kind of goes around the toe cap area and stops, and then you get a lot more of that mesh right here, as well as we get this little leather patch that we didn't get on the lateral side. And it also has breathable holes as well, and it is still soft leather. It's not as soft as the leather that I felt up here. I mean, it could be the same leather, and maybe it's just the way that the shoe is put together. Maybe there's something underneath here that's making this feel a little stiffer. Again, it could be the same leather, but this feels just slightly more stiff than the other leather that we got on this part of the shoe. I could be just tripping, or like I said, it could be how the shoe is made, but overall it still feels very decent. Now on our midsole here, we do get a lot more white on the medial side of the shoe, and then on our outsole, as you can see, we do get more red, and it kind of goes up and extends past the midsole. So that's a cool look right there. Not what we're used to seeing on the Air Jordan 11, but it's pretty dope for this shoe. And as you can see right there, we get a red Jumpman. We also get cushion zoom. So you get not only this foam in the midsole, but you also get zoom. Pretty clean overall, but other than that, we're just missing that red Jumpman, which is fine. You don't want to overdo it. The medial side of the shoe looks very clean in my opinion. Not too much branding on it. Still gives you that signature shoe feel. However, moving along. Onto the top of the shoe, as you can see, we do get that red just kind of coming up right there like we would normally see on the Air Jordan 11. This is dope. The top of the shoe really looks like an 11 a lot. You get that black patent leather going around our toe box and toe cap, whatever you want to call that area, as well as that mesh area right here with the kind of honeycomb shape just going all over it. We get black standard rope laces in place just like the 11, and we get ballistic mesh going up the tongue. And here we get a red Jumpman, and this is that embossed Jumpman. I didn't even know that it was embossed compared to how it is on the lateral side of the shoe, but this is what I was saying should be on the lateral side of the shoe as well, instead of just painted on. I mean, it's a flat paint. You can't even feel much of the texture at all. I think this would have been a nicer touch, just putting that on the outside as well. But it does look pretty fire right here. However, when I first saw this part kind of threw me off, because on the 11 we're used to seeing that strip go across there that says Jumpman on it. Well, I was kind of hoping for that. I think even if they would have put this on one shoe and that on the other, that'd be dope. Or if they just put that on both, that'd be dope as well. But this isn't a bad touch for this shoe because it is slightly dumbed down from the Retro, and I hate to say that, but it just is. And for it to only be $120, I guess we can't complain about that. At least they did give us some Jordan branding right here in red to still give it an 11 feel per se. All right, last but not least, on up to the tongue. As you can see, we get an extended tongue that goes up high past the shoe. It does have this little cutout area right here. It's just not straight up like we see on the Jordan 11. So yeah, and that's a little hard to see, but it's on both sides. It's a little bit more the shape of an Air Jordan 5 versus an 11, if you get the point. If you've seen a 5, that's kind of what I get when I look at this. But not bad, I'll take it. All right, on to the back of the shoe. Now this is my least favorite part of the shoe, but anyways, let's get into it. As you can see, we have that red rubber outsole, white foam on the midsole, and that black leather going up the back. Now what I dislike about this shoe is on the Air Jordan 11, we normally get patent leather wrapping around there to where it just looks really cool from the back view as well. Well, this one you just get both sides split with this cut and stitch sort of area. It just looks like, I mean, a butt crack maybe? Is that what that is? I don't know. I don't know what that is, guys, but that is my least favorite part of this shoe. If they would have just made it a solid black back, I have no idea why they had to split it down the middle and put a cut. I don't like that at all, but I guess I'll have to accept it for what it is, right? Anyways, that pretty much sums up the back of the shoe. Moving along. Onto the interior of the shoe, as you can see, we do have black mesh going around our sock liner. We get a red insole with the black Jumpman painted on there, very cool. And we also get our size sticker in there. Now I believe on the other shoe on the insole it says CMFT on it instead of the Jumpman. I'd have to pull it out. Give me just a moment. All right, and I'm back with the other shoe. As you can see, it is off in there. There's some paper stuffed in there as well, so it's kind of hard to see. But I thought I'd point that out because I noticed that on the website when I was looking at the shoes, so kind of threw me off when I saw the Jumpman on that one. But here it is, guys, the other shoe, as you can see. Other than that, everything else is identical. Okay, so it's probably tough to see, but also on our insole, we do get some little breathable holes in there. And I think this may be more of like a cushiony type of insole to give more comfort than what we're used to getting. I know a lot of people take their Jordan 11 insoles out because they say the shoes may fit tight or whatever. I'm not sure, especially around the toe area, but yeah, I think this insole is one you're gonna wanna keep in. But on this shoe, we also get our sizing sticker on the side wall of the shoe. Can't really get to that part, so I'm not gonna worry about showing that, but you get the point, guys. All right, and last but not least, the outsole of the shoe. As you can see, a lot of the outsole is red on the traction area, and then we also get that foam right there in the middle, and it is the exact foam that extends from the midsole. It just kind of goes all the way down to the outsole of the shoe, and it does have a little bit of a design in there. And we get this little piece right here, carbon fiber, as you can hear that, but it may just be hard plastic. I'm not too sure, but it is visible. It is showing the air zoom inside of the shoe, so that's very, very cool. Even though it's just a small area, just the fact that they put a little bit of thought into it to show the air system, that is very dope. Right here we get a Jumpman debossed into the shoe. And then I also kind of like how these little holes are cut out here on the rubber part of the outsole, just going into that foam. Not sure what that's about, or if pebbles or something will get stuck off in there. I'm pretty sure they will. It's gonna be hard to clean out. Probably need a toothpick or something if you step in some mud. I kind of like that, but it gives me sort of a golf type of vibe. So I don't know if you can put some cleats in here. I don't know. Don't let me get to thinking too far, but I don't understand what that's for, but I kind of like it for some reason. However, guys, that pretty much wraps up the outsole of the shoe. All right, so you just saw right here on All About the Sneakers a full in-depth review of the Air Jordan 11 Low CMFT Comfort Bred. A very, very clean sneaker in my opinion, and I don't mean to stress or exaggerate that, but it is very dope. A very, very clean sneaker in my opinion. I didn't know how I was gonna take to this shoe. Comment below, let me know what you think about this shoe. It's very clean in my opinion. If you noticed the shoe and you wanted to go after it but you didn't because you felt, nah, maybe it's a little too Jumpman-ish, I don't know, man, maybe you missed out. The shoe did sell out. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and do one more quick 360 on the shoe. And let's get one last look at the shoe before we put it away. All right, guys, again, you just saw right here on the channel the Air Jordan 11 Low CMFT Comfort Bred. Very, very clean. Glad to have that shoe in the collection. At first, I was like, hey, I'm gonna get this shoe so I don't have to worry about rocking my Breds ever. But now I'm sort of like, damn, do I want to start a Jordan 11 CMFT collection? Hey, why not? However, I think I may go ahead and rock this one because it is for comfort, and I do want to get that Bred feel without actually rocking my Breds. So this might hit the floor, guys. Y'all know how I do, man. I'm a collector. I don't like rocking my shoes. I hate getting them dirty. But recently I've been stepping outside of the box because, hey, tomorrow isn't promised. Wear your shoes is what people keep telling me. So I'm kind of listening. Anyways, guys, again, if you're new to the channel or if you're not, make sure you smash that like, subscribe, and share button, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date on future release videos. Also, if you will, please go give me a follow on IG, All About the Sneakers, spelled exactly like it is right here on the channel with a Z on the end instead of an S. I do a lot of upcoming drops and just kind of vlog myself, and also post pics of my KOTD. If you don't know what that means, that is kicks of the day. But anyways, that is all I have for you all today on this episode. Until the next episode, keep keeping it all about the sneakers. Once again, it is your boy, All About the Sneakers, signing off. Until the next episode, I will catch you guys later. Salute, I'm out.